Welcome to Lane Turo University. My name is Conrad Layn, and I'm a Turo Master Host. And my goal is to share with you how to earn six-figure income and seven-figure income if you have the capacity and commitment. I own 35 cars, no arrogance intended, that I rent independently, but I have returned to Turo and added 5 cars to the Turo platform. I'll be transparent and share my monthly Turo income earned and expenses and anything else regarding Turo. That way you have an inside view of how to run Turo business and what it's like from the inside perspective. I'll add my Turo whiteboard of convictions so you can see on the screen at the end of this video. The one's right behind me, I'm going to put right in the video right there as well, that you can review and go over my notes and scrutiny to figure out if you actually can utilize the same strategy and percentages. And it really gives you an inside perspective, you see my calculations. That way it kind of makes it a little more tangible and digestible as well. That way you have an inside view, business and from the inside perspective, as I mentioned earlier. Compare and scrutinize the whiteboard of conviction. In addition, I have decided to show you that it's possible to earn significant Turo income in only 10 days, which is a good way to gauge your Turo business, because that means if I can earn significant income in only 10 days without adding extras or deliveries, means that you can earn a lot more Turo income if you rent for more than 10 days, or if you rent your Turo cars for multiple weeks, and if you decide to offer car delivery or extras for your Turo renters, means that you can earn a lot more Turo income than I earned in 10 days. It does not matter if you are a beginner Turo host with 0 cars, 1 car, or if you are a Turo power host with a massive fleet. I will teach you how to increase your income no matter the experience level, and doesn't matter if you have good credit, bad credit, or no credit. You can still be successful on Turo. We are a Turo Success Think group, and it'll be absolutely amazing, phenomenal if you can add your Turo stats. For example, how many cars you have on the Turo platform as a fellow Turo host, how much income you earned for the month. It kind of gives you an additional piece where other fellow Turo hosts and other people thinking about joining Turo can ask questions. You can provide feedback yourself. It's going to be kind of like a live think group where we can all put in. I'm going to take my time to chime in and answer questions as well. It's going to be more of a community, and that's what we're building here. So feel free to add your stats, how well you're doing on Turo, if you thought you should do better, how many cars you have, how much income you're earning, as I mentioned earlier. Most importantly, Turos are a curious bunch, so understanding other Turo stats and numbers can significantly help you and many other Turo hosts. You can also post questions that you may have, and I will chime in and answer your questions in addition to other Turos. And viewers can also participate and chime in to answer your Turo questions to maybe some concerns you may have, or if you're not getting answers when you call Turo, maybe you're having an issue and you're not getting the answer you need from the Turo claims rep or the Turo adjuster or Turo customer support. Feel free to chime in and ask your questions here. Turo host viewers like seeing other Turo host numbers and experiences because it helps Turo success community grow and further our conviction and really kind of materialize this business. Because it's one thing saying, hey, let me teach you how to earn 6 figures or 7 figures, or hey, this is how you do it. It's another thing when you actually have an inside perspective from a fellow Turo host like myself or you. So feel free to contribute and participate in volunteering and answering questions or providing questions, and we're here to help. Before we dive into my February 2026 Turo stats, the income I'm going to provide that I earned, my expenses, and any other further stats, feel free to answer the following 5 questions below, and feel free to post your answers in the comment section so we can grow further as a Turo Success Think group. Question number 1, how much did your Turo best car earn you last month? Question number 2, how much did your Turo worst car earn you last month? Question number 3, how many days were your cars booked for in the previous month? Question number 4, how much income did you as a Turo host earn in total last month, and if it was a bad month or good month for you? Question number 5, how many cars do you have listed on Turo? And that's what we're doing, is so we can build this think group, answering questions, posting the answers, posting the questions, posting other fellow questions that might even bring up. It really helps us all grow together. So feel free to participate in this live think group. Let's now dive into my Turo numbers that are posted right behind me. Let's get right into the nitty gritty so we can kind of pull the back off this thing so you can fully expose and see exactly what this is and what the possibilities are. I'll share how much income I earned as a Turo host this past month and what all my expenses were, which you must always know what your expenses are. That way you can truly know if you are profitable. My Turo gross income was $2,888 that I earned within 10 days, which is 33% penetration rate of what I earned out of the whole month. Most Turo hosts typically have to add their cars on and leave it on for anywhere from 25 to 30 days, which is totally fine to make a profit. I did that within 10 days, and that's what you're learning here at Conrad Layn University. And essentially, if we break that down in 10 days, that's $288.80 that I earned within 10 days. Imagine if I've left the cars on there even longer. I earned $288.80 per day, which came out to $2,888. You can do this. You can be better than me. I just want to show how I did this. Let's dive right into it. $2,888 is the gross amount before you minus the expenses out. It's the amount I earned in only 10 days before expenses are deducted, and my cars were only rented for 1/3, as I mentioned earlier, of the month, which is 30% utilization, which means average of 10 days earned was $2,888 in February 2026 of this year, which means if I decide to rent cars for additional days, means I can increase the income per month. Also, I did not offer Turo renters extras or deliveries, which means if I want, I can earn more income if I ever want to add extras or deliveries. I'm going to share two realistic financial perspectives and intrinsic ways of evaluating your net income after your expenses are deducted from the gross income. Gross income is beautiful, but you must always include the end number, which are your expenses subtracted from your Turo gross income to get your Turo net income. Now I will share two financial perspectives to evaluate your Turo net income. First off, Turo True Net Income is $2,457.06. Turo True Net Income simply means not including my monthly car loan payments of $1,455 because each car payment adds equity to my net worth since my cars are financed to own. And once car loans are paid off, I will receive $2,457.06 of Turo income is what I will earn going forward after all expenses have been deducted, which is a profitable amount. Turo True Net Income only can work if you own the car and cannot work with leased vehicles. Unfortunately, due to that, leased vehicles are long-term rental contracts, so you don't reap the ownership benefits of net worth accruement, and you don't reap the tax benefits if you are not the owner. Turo True Net Income also allows you to apply and use business vehicles as collateral for real estate deals, purchasing homes, and a lot of other financial benefits when you own the car. Finance to Own grants you the privilege. If you lease your vehicles, no worries. I'm going to share the second perspective of Turo Net Income. Turo True Net Income perspective is for vehicle owners, and Turo Net Income is for leased vehicles and or non-owners. The only expenses for Turo True Net Income would be for car insurance, car wash membership, parking lot, and a few other expenses that I will share with you shortly. Which is why I typically pay more than the car loan amount to pay off car faster and pay less interest over time of car loan. The Turo True Net Income is one way of understanding profitability, and the other way of understanding is Turo Net Income, which leaves me profit of $2,457.06. Second, my Turo Net Income is $1,002.06. That is a profit, but does not correctly illustrate my net worth and distracts from strategy being executed. Due to that, once car loan payments are completely paid off, the Turo Net Income will no longer exist. Due to that, Turo Net Income increases since car payments will be completed and no further car loan payments would be due, with profit of $1,002.06. Let's get even deeper and dive in. We're gonna get real deep now. I'm gonna share my 6 Turo expenses that are phenomenal, and I love paying these because it's part of the business and I still profit. But let's dive into what my expenses are, and if you become a Turos, what your expenses might be as well. First, car loans. My car loans for all 5 vehicles per month is $1,455 per month. For 5 cars is the total finance to own car payments. I want to dive in deeper and share further transparency and a more specified and refined approach, which will be the following 3 exhibits that I will label Transparency A, Transparency B, and Transparency C, which will share more specifics of my expenses regarding car loans. First up is Transparency A. Transparency A represents I like to pay off my cars early so I can own cars faster and pay less interest over time, but you don't have to pay off car early. But this is what I like to do. I typically reinvest profits back into future car payments, which reduce interest over time and allow me to pay off car fast so I can get rid of the finance to own car payment. Also, once car is paid off, becomes equity if car is financed to own, becomes part of the Turo host net worth, which can be sold, traded for another car, or rented for pure profit since car loan payment no longer exists once car loan is paid off. What this means essentially is every payment I pay to pay down the loan, since it is a finance to own and I own the vehicle, is for example, if I owe say $3,000 on the car loan and I pay $1,000, that's $1,000 for sake of an example of this exhibit A. Now $2,000 is owed, but that 1,000 actually turned into my net worth minus interest. So every payment I make actually builds my net worth, which is absolutely phenomenal. And that's the difference from owning a vehicle outright, buying it for cash, or finance to own, in contrast and contrary to leasing a vehicle. Nothing wrong with leasing a vehicle, but you don't get the benefit of building your net worth. Also, once car is paid off, it becomes equity, as I mentioned earlier, if a car is financed to own. The Turo host net worth grows, and it can be sold, traded for another car, or rented for pure profit since car loan payment no longer exists. Can even be used in a real estate deal if you like. If you're wanting to acquire some type of real estate, use it as collateral. I can also provide long-term leases to other Turo hosts, which is something I do currently. If another Turo host needs a car, I can rent directly to them, and they can use cars to actually build their business as well. So it's something that's fairly rare, not really talked about, but it's something I do personally. But again, leasing cars does not grant you the same benefit or tax advantages that are privileged to the car owners. However, you can still be very profitable with lease car business model, which you will learn as you watch this video and many other Turo videos on my Conrad Layn Turo University channel. Up next is Transparency B. This is Exhibit B as well. I finance to own cars, and once car loan is paid off, I no longer have car payments, which my monthly expenses significantly decreased to only $430.94 minus the car loan. And once the car loan is taken care of, I no longer have to pay that. No different than purchasing a home and say you pay off your home, and now all you pay is for the home insurance and maintenance, really, or repairs. Same with the car. Once you pay off the car, you have no more payment. You've won. You've accomplished. You completed the goal. But you do have maintenance fees, as I mentioned, to $430.94. And last but not least is Transparency C. This is the C exhibit. $430.94, as I mentioned before, is my total expected expenses and operational costs, which includes the annualized rates paid for Best Buy membership, parking lot for my 5 Turo cars, and insurance. Since I live in Los Angeles, parking can be very costly, but part of my expense. There are, of course, maintenance fees, oil change, tire rotation, deductible if Turo claim is filed, and damage occurs, which will be calculated at the time of damage. Also, if you're filing taxes, always make sure you're keeping track of your deductibles. That's an expense, but run that by your tax person. That completes all 3 transparency and the 3 exhibits I wanted to stipulate regarding my Turo car loan expenses. The next expenses I will share with you after car loan is parking lot, which costs approximately about $50. Parking lot fee is about $50 per month. For 5 cars, it's $250 per month, but $50 per each car. My third expense is automated car wash membership, which costs $19.99 per month, for 5 cars, which is $99.95 per month. For 5 cars, I love paying for this automated car wash because it's a tax advantage and it allows me leverage to be able to offer Turo renters and Turo guests an additional paid extra, which allows them to return car dirty for extra fee or allows guests to take car to car wash themselves before return. This gives Turo renters option to clean car for me so they don't have to pay for car wash, and I get a free employee and another way to earn more money with extras. If I want to, or I can just offer this as a free service to motivate Turo renters to return car clean with the promise of free car wash option, which will help you earn 5 stars since this is a good experience and benefit to the Turo renter who is renting your car. My fourth experience is Garage Keepers Insurance. Garage Keepers Insurance. This is a huge hack, and I only pay, wait for it, $800 per year. Yes, I said $800 per year, which comes out to $66 per month for all 5 cars and covers up to 70 cars. Most Turo hosts pay a lot more for car insurance than I do, and I have officially shared an insurance secret with you. This is the benefit of Conrad Layn University business strategy videos. Welcome to my channel. Garage Keeper insurance coverage on average can cost anywhere between $800 through $1,500 annually. I will repeat and make this super clear that I pay only $800 per year annually, not per month, but annually, and will insure up to 70 cars, and I have 35 cars in total. I have listed Garage Keeper insurance information in the video description for your review if you are interested. My 5th expense is Best Buy annual membership, which allows me to receive free vehicle GPS tracker installation, saving me anywhere from $200 to $400 per GPS car tracker installation, which means I save $1,000 to $2,000 for my 5 Turo cars. I paid the annual Best Buy membership price of $179.99, but I have calculated and divided the annual cost by 12 to reflect monthly charge for Best Buy membership, which is $14.99 per month. In addition, the extra benefit is that once you have the Best Buy membership, you can use Geek Squad benefits for any other Best Buy store purchases and or matters regarding home installations, apartment installation, etc. This is the Best Buy membership that keeps on giving. Before you purchase Best Buy membership, make sure the Best Buy location offers GPS installation service for cars for no additional price in your area. Some Best Buy locations don't have the garage setup, and you may have to call around and find a Best Buy that has a garage setup where you can bring your car and they will install a GPS tracker. But definitely call your local Best Buy, and that way you will know if you must drive further to Best Buy garage or if it's in your local area. You simply drop off your car off at Best Buy garage and they install vehicle GPS tracker, and it's a very easy process and free. And I love the word free. I have listed Best Buy membership website in the video description for this video for your review if you're interested. I feel it's totally worth it. I'm just sharing another secret. Like I said, I want to make this as easy as possible for anyone starting their Turo business, or even any Turo hosts that just want some extra tips. My last expense is Advantage GPS, which is so worth it. And if you're going to take anything away from this video, Advantage GPS or any type of kill switch oriented GPS tracking mechanism that you can add and install into your car. Very important. Let me dive right into further to get you further detail. That's my last expense is Advanced GPS, which I always recommend Turo hosts to install hardwired GPS. That way GPS cannot be unplugged in the event car is stolen, and gives you kill switch capabilities to turn off the car if car is compromised under stolen, which unfortunately the OBD2 GPS tracker that Turo hosts plug-in can easily be compromised. So what that means essentially is the hardwired one is what I prefer and what I get for my cars. That way it can't be pulled out or compromised. But if you just plug in the OBD2 one, it does not give you kill switch capabilities. You can't cut off the car if your car is compromised or stolen, or if it's not returned by a Turo guest, or if it's stolen by someone else. And it doesn't give you the capability for security, because someone could just pull it out and it's done. So that's why I like the hardwired capability of it over the plug-in. And as I mentioned earlier, the Best Buy gives you the option to be able to, you could purchase Advanced GPS and actually install it for free through Best Buy. Really, really valuable. I do it all the time, save a ton of money, and you can do this as well. So that's the kill switch capability. So you cut off the car and really control the vehicle. Advanced GPS has no monthly fees, which is another huge benefit after you install, and no renewal fees. Advanced GPS is one-time cost. I paid $974.55 for 10 GPS, as the screen shows, which I was given an extra GPS device for purchasing 10 GPS devices in bulk, which means I have a total 11 GPS devices from Advanced GPS. I paid $97.45, for each, which is one-time fee paid last year, and there are no other operating costs or other renewal for Advanced GPS. Other GPS devices and GPS companies oftentimes have monthly fees and renewal costs, which Advanced GPS does not have any fees or renewal charges. Please pick the GPS device you feel comfortable with. I just want to be transparent and share what I use as a Turo host. I've listed Advanced GPS website in the video description for your review if you're interested. For staying to the end, I'm going to share some Turo Power Host and Master Host money-making secrets that will help you propel your business. Doesn't matter if you're a veteran with a massive fleet and a lot of experience, or if you're a new Turo host who has no cars or has one car or a few cars and you're just kind of getting your feet wet. You're going to want to listen to these tips. So the first one, let's dive right into it, is providing these type of stickers fairly cheap. You get these anywhere from as low as $5 on Amazon, Etsy, online distributor. And you can pay for these even through Vistaprint. There's different stickers, but decals that you can add to your window. And if you look at it, it says GPS tracking on it. It helps deter theft. Highly recommend it. Very, very important. And again, this cost me $5. That was very, very cost effective and really beneficial. Let your Turo guests know that the car is being monitored, while at the same time, it helps deter theft. So someone doesn't attempt to break into the vehicle. Doesn't mean it can't happen, but lowers the chance quite a bit. That's a good way to protect your car. Turo winners or scrupulous people who just don't want to return your car. It just kind of makes people think twice. Here's another extra tip. Create business cards for your Turo business. So you could go to like Vistaprint, etc. Give it to like Airbnb hosts. I'm actually going to show you a few I have. I use Vistaprint. So it's Vistaprint. A lot of cards here, as the box shows. This is my Conrad Layn. So if you scan it, it brings you right to my YouTube page. You can use this for Instagram. You can scan on Instagram, social media, Facebook. You give it to Airbnb hosts, VRB hosts, which is the next tip. So any stickers to deter theft like this. Purchasing business cards, you're thinking ahead of other Turo hosts, and start connecting with Airbnb hosts and VRBO hosts. The reason, they represent the same market we do. Think about it. They cater to typically travelers and tourists. Locals as well, but primarily travelers and tourists. Same and similar demographic as Turo. Turo even has been coined the Airbnb of cars. So it's a perfect match. It's a marriage made in success. We can help each other. So for example, if an Airbnb or VRBO host has a rental, you can add your cars to their rental, possibly get free parking or have them pay you, you pay them, etc. Or it could be done for free, favor for favor. They get a booking, or say they and their renter that's booking their residence might need, or the vacation rental might need a car. They contact Conrad Layn, for example, or vice versa. Say Conrad Layn gets a tour reservation. I know that people need a place to stay. I give them the Airbnb or vacation rental website, or the owner's contact, or the management agency's contact. Very, very important to do this and build a network and build that pipeline of success. Really, really beneficial. Helps a lot. I've made quite a bit of money that way outside of Turo, which is completely ethical. It's not a gray market transaction. It's a way to add additional transactions so you can earn extra income and get closer to that 6-figure or 7-figure threshold that you want. So as I mentioned, those are some of the great ways to do it, because representing Airbnb and VRBO is kind of like you're representing a hotel relationship. And that's kind of the benefit of all this, is getting to that level. Thank you so much for staying to the end. It's been quite the pleasure. Again, as I mentioned, Advantage GPS. Here's a box of my Advantage GPS. I have tons of these bad boys here. Super, super beneficial. It just looks like that. And yeah, highly recommend Advantage GPS and protecting yourself. So that's some of the master hack tactics that I just shared with you and taught you that you might not have known, especially for those new Turo hosts or even veteran Turo hosts. Make sure you add an Advantage GPS or some type of GPS track system that gives you kill switch capabilities. Make sure to purchase business cards. That way you could market yourself with VRBO hosts and Airbnb hosts just by simply going on their website. You can book a trip with them. You can go visit them, figure out what the address is, give your business cards, mail it to them. It gives you a lot more range. You can stop by local hotels as well and kind of work the whole bird dog type of deal, where you maybe give it to someone that meets a lot of, like a bellboy, for example, and they give your information. There's so many different ways you do to get business. Creating your own Instagram account for each car. That way it kind of creates more of a business outside of Turo, where people can book through Instagram. Really cool way to do this, and how you start earning more and more income. And also, last but not least, as I mentioned before, purchasing those stickers. That way you help deter theft. Doesn't mean it's going to get rid of theft, but having stickers and decals that say "Do not steal this car," or "This car is being tracked by GPS," is no different than people that own a dog that have the sign in front of their house that says "Beware of a dog." You make people think 2, 3, 4 times, helps deter theft and lower the likelihood of someone stealing your car. Still can happen, but lessens the likelihood a lot. So that's about it. So anyways, thank you so much. Like, subscribe, share. If you found value from this video, welcome to the channel. Welcome to Layn Tik Tok University. Ciao.